Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for a very special announcement of essentially another new business coming to town, except in this case it's a new amenity at the club at Woodbridge, which is a business that the town owns, and in this case it is the Golf Den, which is a simulated golf system where anybody can come, practice, learn about your swing, learn about your stroke, and play dozens, if not, when we're all done, over 100 different courses from throughout the world. So it's a wonderful amenity. We're in a racquetball court downstairs at the club at Woodbridge. There's, I think, 10 or 12 courts here, so we took one of them and turned it into the Golf Den. I got to tell you the way I think this is going to go. I think we'll have another one soon because I think this is going to be so popular. But it's something we always looked at. I remember Vito and I and Carol, I'd say probably 4 years ago, went to the competitor now of ours in a different town. I won't tell you where. But we looked at their similar operation. We said we got to get one of these in Woodbridge. And we looked at the Woodbridge Community Center. We looked at the daycare room. We looked at the wellness room. We looked all around and tried to figure out, could we fit this there? The answer was we couldn't. So when we bought the club last year, we brought that idea back to the forefront, and we went out and did the research, and Vito and his staff came up with this system, which the pro is going to tell us is the best system you can get. And we got this in Woodbridge now. We think it's just absolutely fantastic. It's going to be a big moneymaker for the club, and we're really looking forward to it. Our staff has been trained on it. Now with all the things going on here at the club, with new locker rooms, with new floors and new sports court over there. It's so much happening, but this is one of the most exciting things. Like to now call up the recreation director, Vito Simaluka. Tell us a little bit about the Golf Den and tell us while you're at it, the rest of the things that are happening in the club.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor. Well, first things, everything starts because the mayor. He has a great vision for the town, not only for the town, but for recreation and for individuals that like to come out and do sports. So he's a big sports nut. Always likes to do good things.
Lousy golfer.
Lousy golfer.
Haven't golfed since 1994, never intend to again the rest of my life.
That's not exactly true. You did golf once before, and Brian and I were there with you. You didn't hit the ball bad. It was pretty good.
It was one hole. It was for the Senior Olympics. It doesn't count.
No, but it was still good. You hit the ball well.
That doesn't count.
You hit the ball well. You hit the, there you go. So you hit the ball well. So anyway, so we're doing a lot of good things here at the club at Woodbridge. Not only the club at Woodbridge, but the Golf Den. This is a great new place out front here. You can putt for your short game. It keeps the game moving inside a little faster. Amanda will talk about that in a little bit. Some of the amenities that we're changing in here are the locker rooms. Right now we're in the middle of doing the ladies' locker room. It's getting a total new facelift from the ground up. Next we'll move into the men's locker room. We've added some ADA bathrooms. We're sprinkling the entire building for fire safety. And the other thing that we're doing right now that we're going to open up shortly, quite honestly, is the turf room. The turf room is absolutely gorgeous. The colors used in there were all picked out by the boss. He's done a nice job. It looks great. The kids are going to love it. The other thing that's going to happen in there too is going to be baseball and softball. There's baseball and softball cages that'll happen in there, and that's pretty cool. So we're going to be renting those out, help some of the revenue stream here, and the membership is still rising. So with that, I'll turn it back to the mayor.
Okay, thank you, Vito. Next to me is Casey O'Reilly. He is the golf pro at the Colonia Country Club, which, as many of you know, many years ago we bought the development rights to it, so it can't be built on, but we don't own it. We just own the rights, and it's a wonderful facility. Just this weekend they had their Santa party for all the kids, and they invited the victims of the plane crash who have a 6-year-old daughter who had just had a wonderful time coming. So they do so many great things for our community. Casey to my left is the pro. He came here a little early, looked the thing over, our system over, and has nice things to say about it. So please take your time, tell everybody what you're a golfer, what you can do when you come here. First, you can play the courses for recreation, but you can really also use this to learn yourself, or you can bring somebody with you, a trainer or teacher. Tell us all about what you see here.
Oh yeah, the first thing that should be said is they bought the best simulator system in the world, which is called Trackman. And if anybody watches golf on TV, when the best players in the world warm up, they have their own Trackmans. So when you got guys like Rory McIlroy, Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods using Trackman, they're using the same stuff you can come here and use at a very moderate price. So when you come here, you're going to get the best information for your own game. Now, what it can do for you is, the first thing it does, I find that's most beneficial, is it tells you how far you hit the golf ball with all your clubs. A lot of people don't even know how far they can hit their golf clubs. So when you come here, you're going to know how far your 7-iron goes you can hit 20 shots with it, you can take an average, you figure out, okay, I can fly at 130. You're also going to find out how much the ball is going to curve in the air, whether how much you hook it, how straight you hit it, or how much you cut it. The machine's going to tell you that. It's also going to tell you where you hit the ball in the club face, every shot. So if you're going to hit it off the toe, it'll tell you. Hit it in the center, it'll tell you. If you hit it in the heel. So every shot you hit here, whether you play 18 holes or you're just going to come here and practice and work on your game, the information is the best in the world. The best thing about it also is when it's cold out, you can play golf 18 holes in an hour and a half. You can bring a foursome and you can score in the wintertime and work on your game. When we go inside, you'll be able to see what it actually entails. Also, it's a great place to meet friends. There's no other place to come in the winter in Woodbridge to work on your game other than the new golf den here. So I highly recommend it. When you're sitting on the couch watching golf, come over here and work on your game. It's only beneficial.
So can you see yourself having, some personal clients who are coming and training in a place like this and teaching them?
Well, again, yeah, that could happen in the future. Obviously, I work at the Colonia Country Club where I do provide lessons for my members.
Oh, that's right, yeah, that'd be competition.
But we are a...
well, don't tell Chris. Chris is back there. He's the general manager. We won't tell him if you don't tell him.
Well, whether it's winter, spring, summer, or fall, Woodbridge, the golf den, has bought Trackman. It's the best information in the world to work on your golf game. That's the advantage you have here working on your golf game. Number one.
Sounds good, but I'm sorry, I'm not going there. Anyway, you want to say anything more, Amanda? Amanda's becoming our expert. You're a golfer. You are a golfer?
I'm not a golfer.
You're not good. You and me are going to be good together.
Good friends here.
So tell us what, like the gift cards and other things that are available.
Sure.
Tell us.
So right now we do have gift cards for the holiday season. We will have them all year round, birthdays, anniversary. Everything will be great. You could bring your friends here. Date night, I plan on bringing my husband and his buddies here. But stop by. I think it's not just about playing golf, it's having a good time together. And you have 50 courses to choose from, 4 new courses every week. So if you've played all of them, we're going to add more every week. And you could just get better at your game. And I'm starting to get a little better too. So thank you. And come out and see us. Come out and check out the club as well as the golf den. Thanks.
All right,
Thank you,
let's
Mayor.
move this inside and set our camera up so Casey can show you a few things about the system. We'll be right back. Okay, we're here now in the golf den. I realized I forgot to introduce everybody when I was out there. So to my left is Pat, and to my right you heard from Amanda. They work at the club. To my far right is John Cook. He's the manager here. To back behind me is Greg Ficara, councilman and golfer. We heard from Vito. You heard from Casey O'Reilly. Chris Selzer is the general manager, as I said. And Brian Molnar is the deputy recreation director in Woodbridge Township. So with all that, let's count down from 5 and cut the ribbon to the golf den at the club at Woodbridge. 5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So countdown from 4. Get it? He's a comedian.
Basically, there's the driving range. So if you just wanted to work on your game here, you would set it up on this screen. You're now on a driving range. You have the Trackman on the ground here, the radar device. What you do is you make sure your ball's lined up with the Trackman. You take your normal setup, and you just start swinging. And what you're going to get is you're going to get the ball travel in the air like that, pretty straight, maybe a little draw, and it's going to give you your numbers on the bottom of the screen. Okay, the ball went 118 yards. My club head speed was 79. So again, one shot, I got all this information. How far I can hit the ball, what my attack angle was, which means I hit down on the ball 1 degree, which is pretty good for an iron shot. And my club path was 2 to 7 into out, which is producing a little draw. So just in one shot, you get all that information. Really, really good. It also works with a driver. So if you wanted to work on your driver, you take the plastic tee here, just like if you're on the course, line it up with the Trackman device, make sure it's right in line with the machine, and we're ready to go and hit another shot. Again, try to take your normal swing, maybe a little bigger backswing with the driver, and let it go. And again, you're going to see the ball take off in flight, and there's all my new numbers. So again, club head speed 96.8, very average for a driver. Ball speed 130, pretty good. Spin rate, not so good, 37.48. You want
What
to
does
get
spin rate mean?
Spin rate means how much the ball's spinning forward or backward in the air. And you want this number around, the tour average is around 2,000. So 37.48 means I have too much backspin on my ball. You want your golf ball going forward with the driver, not backing up. So whenever it's over 3,500, it means it's gonna hit the ground, it's actually gonna back up, it's not gonna tumble forward. So it could be the shaft of the club, or it could be my swing.
Could it have been the tee was really high too?
It could be, it was probably definitely my swing.
Try to help you out, bro.
Yeah. We'll try to put a real good swing on this one, just to see what the numbers look like. If we can get that number down. So again, you don't have to do anything with the machine. The machine's there. All you gotta do is tee the ball up and just try to make a little better angle of attack here, nice and shallow. Spin rate 3,400. So it came down 300 RPMs in one swing. So if you groove that 10 or 15 swings, you could get it down to 2,400 and work on your game indoors. Great place to work on your game. Look at all the information you're getting. And again, this is what's being used on the PGA Tour by the best players in the world before they tee off on every round. They got their machines on the ground, and the caddies writing down their information for every shot. So you have the advantage here at a very moderate price to work on your game with Trackman.
So every one of your shots bounced and then went forward. No, not the shot itself, but the spin of the ball coming in the actual unit. It didn't come and hit people who are sitting here watching you.
No,
The ball.
no.
Why is that? Is that the way the screen's built?
Yeah, the screen is there to receive the ball.
Right, but it came this way, but it spun back that way. Oh, why is that?
That's just because when it hit the ground, it probably...
But why wouldn't it come and hit the people that are watching? All three shots of yours went forward. Is that because of the machine?
That's just the way the ball's coming. Ball's
Yeah.
coming off the club face, the ball spinning this way.
But do the people sitting here have to be careful watching when somebody's...
No.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
There's no way they could get the ball, hit that screen, and go that far.
That's what I'm driving at, yeah. That
It's
won't happen.
totally safe. That's why they put the chairs here. In between shots, you can relax and not worry about that.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah,
driving at.
totally safe.
All right.
And also,
See a hole, driver.
not only in addition to the full swing, everybody wants to work on their full swing, especially when they come to simulators.
What club is that?
This here is my lob wedge. So what I recommend for everybody that comes here for an hour, if you rent the room out for an hour and you want to work on your game, the first 15 minutes should be working on your short game. So take out your lob wedge or sand wedge, and again, it's the same idea. You know, you could tell yourself, okay, I want to hit my 50-yard shot, right? So I'm going to try to hit this ball 50 yards. Now you're going to find out how good you are. See, I hit it 55 yards. All right? Again, this is perfect practice to work on your golf swing to hit your numbers. All right? Now, if I want to hit it 30 yards, you know, the machine's going to tell me if I hit it 30 yards. 31 yards. So, again, the best way to learn your golf game is to learn how far you hit the ball and how to do it. And the machine tells you every time how close you are to succeeding to your goal. So again, the best simulator there is to buy is Trackman, and well done to you, Mayor, for doing that.
Show the hole.
So if you want to play golf,
We're gonna take you to a real course and a real hole.
all right, so again, everybody in Woodbridge, if you want to get your friends and get a foursome and come out here and play golf, you come in here, you pick out your golf course. It could be a foursome, it could be a twosome, you could play 9 holes, you could play 18 holes, you know, you're renting out the space. So basically, here we are, they're gonna set up a course here for us to play. And I think they got over 100 courses on the system, right? And it updates new courses every week.
Right.
So I know St. Andrews is on here, PGA National, you know, I saw Ridgewood Country Club on here, so you're gonna play the best courses in the world with the best simulator in the world giving you information. It's kind of a no-brainer. So here we go. So we're ready to play golf. Again, now we're gonna hit a driver. You just put the tee down in line with the simulator and tee the ball up. Here we are. So obviously we got water left, trees right, so we don't wanna go left into the water. So I'm gonna make sure we aim down the right side. So we're gonna point our body down the right side of the simulator. We're not gonna point left, right? So we're gonna aim down the right side of the fairway. And just like on the golf course, we're gonna make a nice smooth swing. That's high right. Yeah. So you can see, poor shot, way right, but it's gonna tell me what I have on my next shot. Right at the bottom here. So there you go. Spin rate 2,900, which is actually pretty good. Club face was wide open. So there we are. So now we gotta hit a shot over trees for 127 yards. So I'm gonna take my 9-iron, grab the ball. Again, line it up with the simulator every time so it can read your shot. And there we go. We got to get this ball up quick and land it on the green. So there we go. So we're going to line up You can see the opening is like right through there. Make sure you point the club face right there, that address, and then let her go. 130 yards. So we got it over the trees. Pretty close and flat. So again, it's 30 degrees out right now. It's sunny and 30 degrees and there's snow on the ground. I'm on the green putting for birdie. So life is good. So we got 12 feet. Screen says you got 12 feet to the hole. 12 feet, 7 inches right there, right? Also says it's 2 inches uphill. The arrow there says up, so that's uphill. So we're gonna hit a little harder. So you grab your putter. People are saying, well, how do you putt in a simulator? There's no hole. You put the ball in line with the simulator and you're gonna putt to the screen, And you're just gonna try to feel a 12-foot stroke, you know. So basically you line up, you're gonna putt the ball to the screen feeling like you're gonna hit it about 12 feet. So for me, that's about something like that. And it didn't read, oh boy. Try again. Maybe it wants me to chip.
I think so.
56 degree. Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry about that. So it's actually giving you information of what club to use here. Again, another innovation of the Trackman system. It's recommending a 56 degree sand wedge, which I actually have. So now we're going to chip the ball, line it up with the simulator. We got a short chip, so we're going to choke way down on the club to take power off the shot and just make a little arm swing and try to hit the ball 12 feet. Hit it a little long. So there's a chip shot. So you can see there, now if I was practicing, great practice. I hit it 15 feet, I only want to hit it 12 feet. So I got to practice my touch, right? So now we're going to putt. It automatically gives you a 2-putt. You have a choice when you play golf if you want to save time whether not to putt or just take an automatic 2-putt. Another advantage of the system to save time. So again, we're going to go, try not to hit it way right this time off the tee. Tells you got 354 yards, a little downhill. It's actually a new hole. Second hole. I've actually played this hole in real life. This is probably one of the hardest holes on the golf course, a long par 4. You can see there's a big bunker down the right side, which I've actually hit it in a couple times. So it gives you the whole hole before you tee off. You know, it's really awesome technology. I mean, it's like you're there. And here we go. So you got a bunker right. You got a little more room left. So we're going to try to aim it right over the ladies' tee box there. Use that as a guide where to aim the club. So right about there, we're thinking. And then again, try to make your swing with the driver nice and long and smooth. A little right again with the driver. So that'll be right rough. Pretty good.
Yeah, nice angle.
Spin rate, really good. So again, look at the spin rate. When I started, it was 3,800. Now it's 2,800. And again, if you want to be really good with your spin, it's 2,000 with a driver. So here we go. We got 133. It's recommending a 9-iron, which is actually perfect for me. It kind of knows my game already. So you can either go with that or you can go against that. You can choke down on an 8. I'm going to take the 9. Again, make sure every time you come and use this that you make sure you line the ball up with the Trackman on the ground. You'll see a little green light there. Just make sure the line is there. Now look at your shot. So obviously the trouble's left. There's a bunker there, so we're going to aim, kind of see the flag there. So make sure the club, just like on the course, is aimed at the flag. And then a nice 130-yard 9-iron. Got to go a little bit. Yeah, hit a little fat. So perfect example there, if I hit a fat shot, which means instead of hitting the ball first, I hit the mat first, shut the club face, and that's why I went left into the bunker. So again, great feedback. Now you got a bunker shot, you're saying, how do I hit a bunker shot in the simulator? There's no sand. Well, again, it tells you what club to use. It tells you to use your sand wedge. Right here, 56 degree sand wedge. And you just pretend you're in a bunker. So we never want to hit the ball in a bunker. It's the only shot in golf where you don't want the club to hit the golf ball. We want to hit the sand or the mat here in this case. So we want to make sure this club, the bottom of this club, hits right about here first. So if we hit the ball first, it's going back over the green and we're chipping again. So Again, bunker shot technique. For the winter time, you just play the ball forward, open the club face to expose the bounce, and then again, you're trying to hit right there. And we only got to hit it 23 yards, so it's kind of like a mini swing here. Try to hit the mat first. There's the flight of the ball, just a little long. You can see the ball go way up in the air. So now I got a little chip shot. Here we go. Downhill chip shot, 25 yards. Again, it's recommended sand wedge. So this time we can hit the ball. We're not in the sand. And you just hit it a little chip shot. There you go. Almost, keep going, keep going. You can see downhill. 7 feet. So we're putting for 5. And it doesn't want me putting, so it automatically gives me a 5, which is good for your putting stats.
All right.
So pretty much, you know, again, it's playing golf, you're working on your game, but the best thing they did here was the Trackman. The ability to learn how to hit your golf clubs, how far your clubs go, and what causes the ball to go either way in flight. Great job by the mayor. Great job.
All right, well, I just want to thank Casey. That was really cool watching that, you know, play the course and learn how to golf. It's terrific.
Cheers.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
God bless.
And Chris, we got to find out a way we can, you know, connect us and you.
Yeah.
Because you got all those members, golfers there, but it's the winter, so we'll
Yeah,
figure
we're at
something
Colonia
out.
Country Club. We're,
Yeah.
everybody knows who we are, 18-hole private club. Me and Chris think we're the best club in the New York metropolitan area. We have great ownership that offer great membership programs for anybody to join. Active members, weekday members, corporate members, trial members. So, you know, our ownership provides many views for golfers to get in the game of golf and join our club, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's ways we can work together.
Cheers.
So thanks. Congratulations, man.
Okay.
Thanks very much. That was great.